There are few things in this world that I love more than a good Sunday brunch. So let's go have brunch at Summer House. Disney World's newest restaurant, Summer House, here in Disney Springs, opened not too long ago. And ever since I visited on opening day, I was saying, wow, I can't imagine what brunch is like here. I have dined here more times than I would like to admit for lunch and dinner, but this is my first time having brunch here, so I am very excited. I brought my roommates out and we're gonna have a nice little brunch. Whether you're looking to dine here for lunch, dinner, or brunch, it's important to note that this restaurant is currently only accepting reservations on Open Table. It's a website. If you just search Open Table, you'll be able to get to it. Search Summer House. They aren't currently posting reservations on the My Disney Experience app at the current time of posting this video. So if you are looking for a reservation here at Summer House, head to Open Table and you should be able to find one. If not, they've always had pretty good walk-up availability when I've tried. Wow, with my sunglasses off, I definitely look tired. But we have got to our table, and it's really funny because I cannot leave this area. Every time I come to Summer House, I sit in like the same couple of tables, like in the same area, like one table away from each other. But it's awesome because this restaurant is just so great anywhere you sit. I think the vibe in here is perfect, and perfect for brunch especially. While the interior of this restaurant is beautiful, I really wanted to dine outside for brunch today. However, it is freezing here in Orlando as we speak, and I think it's like 50 degrees outside. They have a beautiful outdoor porch in the back and in the front. I wanted to sit outside on the lake. However, they have like these screens that they put down and kind of blocks the view a little bit. So we did opt for a table inside, but they do have warmers outside if you were interested in dining outside. Just with those screens down, I decided it'd probably be better to sit inside. And I brought the best brunch people that I know to brunch today at Summer House. Their first time dining here. Hannah loves a good brunch, a good breakfast. So what do you think?
I think the vibes are immaculate. It's so aesthetically pleasing, and I just don't know what to get because it all looks so good.
I always struggle because I want the savory, but I also need the sweet part when it comes to the brunch. So I don't know what I'm getting, but it's very pretty in here.
I also don't know what I'm getting because everything seriously looks so good for brunch here. I told you guys, I have been eyeing this menu for the longest time wanting to come here, and it has just never worked out until today to come for brunch. But let's not worry about food just yet. Let's get started looking at the beverages. Starting with these brunch cocktails here. Now, of course, we have a mimosa, a Bloody Mary. There's some spritzes, a Bellini, and then an Aperol spritz down there as well. I don't know, this place just gives me Aperol spritz vibes. And then some of the other specialty cocktails. They have a frosé, an espresso martini, some zero proof cocktails, and then, of course, wine and beer. Now, an espresso martini would be my go-to brunch beverage, maybe after a mimosa. However, I had the espresso martini the first time I came here, and I really did not care for it. I think it was way overly sweet, very chocolatey. And also, I found out later, after I posted my video, that the espresso martinis are actually batch-made cocktails, and they're dispensing it out of like a little dispenser in the back. And I was like, that's not for me. I need a freshly shaken espresso martini with the foam on top and the 3 beans. This didn't do it for me. So I'm gonna try something different today. And today I decided to get the Aperol Spritz. This has Aperol, Prosecco, and orange for $15. Let's try this guy out. I'm a sucker for anything with some Prosecco in it. Delish. And I want to say this is like a better value than like a mimosa. I don't like getting mimosas at places because I feel like every time I get one, it's like a cup, a tiny glass, half full. Yeah, Hannah got a Bellini. It's essentially a glass like this, half full with champagne and then half with orange juice. So I prefer to get other drinks unless it's like bottomless mimosas, which if this place had bottomless mimosas, I think we'd be here literally every day, and I'm not joking. But for now, the Aperol Spritz is good, and I'll stick with this. I want to show off the roomies' drinks, too. Hannah got a peach Bellini.
Just like Kristen said, I looked at my peach Bellini and her Aperol Spritz, and I kind of was sad because hers is only $1 more than mine. But, you know, this is usually what I go for. I usually go for mimosa, so I thought I would be, you know, different and get the peach Bellini. Fancy with the pinky up.
And then, Molly, I think it's safe to say you enjoyed your beverage.
I love a Bloody Mary. They tend to make fun of me for it, but it is my go-to. If you like a spicy Bloody Mary, this is very good. If you don't like your Bloody Mary spicy, I wouldn't recommend it. But it's very good.
Molly already has a second Bloody Mary on the way. But hey, that's what Sunday brunch is for, so
I went
cheers.
to the gym before we came here. It cancels out.
That's so productive.
I know.
I wish I did that. Well, now that Molly has her second Bloody Mary in hand, cheers, guys. Sunday brunch with the roomies. Now that we are settled with our beverage, I couldn't help but notice the first thing I saw on the menu, our famous giant cinnamon roll. This was not listed on any menu online, and I've never seen a photo or video of this giant cinnamon roll, and I was like, wow. I had to change up my whole order, what I thought I was gonna get, because I have to get this cinnamon roll here. And the cinnamon roll has come to our table, and let me just tell you, it smells fantastic. I think my roommates are wanting to kill me because I've had it on the table for so long, taking photos and videos of it. They're laughing because they do. They just want to eat it because it looks and smells so good. This is their famous giant cinnamon roll. It has a fresh blueberry swirl, candied lemon zest, and house-made cream cheese frosting for $17.95. Now, lemon blueberry is my absolute favorite flavor combo for any type of dessert. So, like, this is like cinnamon roll plus the lemon blueberry. This has got to be awesome. All right, guys, I'll let you free. Dig in. It's all yours now.
I don't even know how we want to do this.
It almost it's like a pull-apart bread.
It is a pull apart.
I like that.
I was just watching them cut into that, and I was getting hungry. They both went for an outside piece. There is absolutely no way I am not going for that center there. The center, it all looks fantastic, but the center there, oh my God, he on X Games mode. Now the roommates are saying this is the best cinnamon roll they've ever had. Molly agrees. But I don't know, I love a good cinnamon roll. I don't know if this is a testament to like me not having had a lot of cinnamon rolls or just how good Cinnabon is, but I think Cinnabon just has like amazing cinnamon rolls, and I always kind of like base how good a cinnamon roll is after that, and to this day I don't think I've ever had one as good as Cinnabon. Today might be the day though. I don't even know how to eat this. I'm kind of tempted to just pick it up and take a bite, but I feel like I should probably cut into it here. That is freaking good. That is really good. I'm not getting so much lemon flavor. I'm getting a ton of the blueberry flavor. I wish there was actually like a little bit more lemon because I love lemon. But like, this is a fantastic cinnamon roll. It's so gooey, and that blueberry flavor in there, the cream cheese frosting, there is a ton of it. Excellent.
Hi everyone. This is the best cinnamon roll I've ever had. I was just telling Kristen I don't love cinnamon rolls. Had a bad experience when I was a kid. But this, I'll never eat another cinnamon roll. I'm not even kidding. This is the best one I've ever had.
Kristen will tell you I have never ever been a sweets for breakfast person. I'm savory all the way, but this is amazing. And it's just like what my mom would make growing up. She would always make something like special. She would call it like being like Bobby Flay and putting like some lemon zest or like some berries, and this tastes just like home. I love it.
So the cinnamon roll is like a pull-apart cinnamon roll. There were 7 like little sections of it, and I will say it is perfect for sharing. I like that it's kind of like already broken up into like even pieces. It makes it even better to share. Almost $18 for a cinnamon roll is pretty outrageous, I must say, but it's easily shareable, and it's a great way to start your meal for brunch here at Summer House. Well, that is just the start of the food that we're going to be getting here today, so let's take a look over the rest of the menu. First up for the starters, it's pretty much the same starters that they have during lunch and dinner. My favorite that I've tried so far, which I've tried a lot of it, is the guacamole. I think the guac here is great. And then, of course, our famous giant cinnamon roll. That's the first thing I saw on the menu. Y'all already know we love that. They also have a breakfast burrito, a vegan breakfast burrito, breakfast tostadas, Mexican hash browns, huevos rancheros, some eggs down there, a sandwich, a short rib hash. We've got our sweets over here, light and crispy strawberry waffles, buttermilk pancakes, blueberry pancakes, and then we've got more of our lunch vibes down here. We've got salads, sandwiches, and a couple of other summer comfort, they call it. I feel like when you come to brunch, you gotta order the breakfast food. It's the only way to do it. So I really only had my eye on the breakfast stuff here. And I am definitely more of like a savory breakfast kind of person. I like having like a couple of bites of a sweet and then having the rest savory. So that cinnamon roll was really, really perfect for us to start here. So I've got my sweet fix, now I need my savory, and I was between so many things. Our server, who is awesome, by the way. I've had some great servers here, but this one is awesome as well. He helped me kind of narrow down my decision here. So I was between the breakfast burrito, the huevos rancheros, the short rib hash, and what else? And I was going to get the light and crispy strawberry waffles until the cinnamon roll came about. So we got our sweet out of the way. But yeah, I was having such a hard time deciding, but it worked out perfectly because our server recommended all of those things. And I got my roommates here, and we all decided to get something different, all of like what we wanted to try. I wanted to try all three of the things we ordered, so it ended up working out perfectly. So Hannah got the breakfast burrito, I got the huevos rancheros, and then Molly got the short rib hash, which it seems the short rib hash is like the number one thing to get here. At least that's what our server says, and I trust him. But honestly, it all sounds and looks so good, and I am going to take a bite of everyone's food. All of our entrees have arrived at the table, and I gotta say, I'm a little like intrigued at this. I guess maybe I'm trying to say like it doesn't look as good as I expected it to look. A couple of the entrees look very, very tiny, very small portions. So I'm glad we got that cinnamon roll. But we're gonna see how they taste. Hopefully they taste better than they look. For example, I've never seen huevos rancheros with a giant quesadilla. Another thing, I guess, I feel like I can like make everything but the short rib hash at home. Like I feel like I could have just made this huevos rancheros. These are the huevos rancheros. It's a Oaxaca cheese quesadilla with 2 sunny side up eggs, crema, and avocado for $19.95. Now, I didn't know how to eat the cinnamon roll, but how the hell do you eat this? How do I eat this?
Cutting it up and mixing it.
Also, I just cut into it to try and give my roommate a piece, and there's quite literally not even any cheese inside. Like, at least this whole part does not have cheese. This is a whole triangle without cheese. I've cut even into, like, more of it. I've completely mauled my huevos rancheros at this time. And yeah, there is not nearly enough cheese in this quesadilla that they have under here. It's essentially 2 tortillas. I mean, if I ever got this again, and I haven't even tried it, and I probably wouldn't get it again just because of the lack of cheese and the weirdness to like eat it and cut it and split it, I would ask for more cheese, but I'd probably get one of the other things. Also, the egg isn't runny.
I'm putting the stuff on top and in it.
Yeah, the egg is not cooked well either. The only redeeming quality about this is the guacamole. The guacamole is excellent as always, but I just paid, what, like $20 for 2 flour tortillas, a sprinkle of cheese, and 2 eggs. I mean, like, I couldn't recommend this dish. This is the breakfast burrito. It has scrambled eggs, jack cheese, pico de gallo, bacon, and avocado for $16.95. I am hoping that this is a little bit better, although I will say again, almost $17 for, this is probably the tiniest breakfast burrito I've ever eaten in my life. Usually when like you come to brunch for a breakfast burrito, you want a big hunk of burrito. You want a huge burrito. This is not it, but we'll see if it tastes good. I mean, it is good. Does it have some of that guacamole in there?
Yeah.
I feel like the guacamole is just like the redeeming quality of both the breakfasts that I've tried so far.
Killer with guacamole.
The short rib hash probably would be really good with the guacamole. But again, this is like something that I feel like I can make this at home for a couple bucks and it would taste just as good, honestly, just without the guacamole. This is the short rib hash. It has 2 sunny side up eggs and caramelized onions for $22.95. The short rib hash, though, this comes as the number 1 dish recommended by our server, so this should be better. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
It is easily the best thing at this table right now. I really like how tiny the potatoes are diced up on there. They're like super tiny. I don't know if I can even get one on here to show you. Look at how tiny that is. But I really like that. It like makes an even bite. It gives you an even bite for everything.
You get everything.
I do wish there was like some type of sauce on here
The
though.
guacamole.
If you put some guac or hot sauce would be great as well, but I feel like it should come with some type of sauce on here, and that would take it up just another level, but this is tasty. I don't know. I guess with these entrees, except for the short rib hash, I just kind of wanted more because this place just screams brunch to me. So I was hoping for a killer breakfast burrito, some huevos rancheros, and both those things just didn't really do it for me. So if I would come here again, which I totally would come here for brunch again, don't get me wrong, I need to come here and sit outside for brunch. That's what I'm really looking forward to. It's too cold to do that today. But I don't think I'd get the burrito or the huevos rancheros again. I'd change it up and get something different. All right, roomies, what did you think of brunch here at Summer House?
I thought that the breakfast burrito was really good. It was a little bit small, and the truffle fries were like shoestring fries that you could get at Steak and Shake. So it wasn't really my favorite. I mean, they had good flavor, but like Kristen said, I could make it at home.
Hi, everyone. I thought mine was good. I think I had the best one out of everyone, so I got lucky. That's because I make great decisions. It could have been warmer, but I don't know if that's just because it's really busy, so that's really my only gripe. But it was fun.
They just brought the check out, and look at this little thing that they put in it. It says, "Let us entertain you. Frequent Diner Club." I love that. I have to sign up for this, actually, because I've eaten here way too much. Well, we are finished up with brunch. I'm so happy I finally got to check this place out. Like I said, ever since it opened and I stepped foot in this place, I was like, man, I cannot wait to have brunch there. And today it finally happened. It was not as good as I expected, though. Food-wise. I do think for vibes, I don't think there is a better restaurant for brunch vibes in all of Disney World, if I'm being totally honest. I mean, that place, the vibe in general, maybe even just the vibe overall, even for lunch or dinner, it is excellent in there. I absolutely love dining in that restaurant. Out of the food that I tried, though, I do have to say the lunch and dinner offerings, I think personally are better. I really enjoy their pizza, their vodka rigatoni. A lot of the stuff that I tried for lunch and dinner has been better than the stuff that I tried for brunch. But I am not going to give up on it. I will surely be back for brunch again. I would just get something different. Maybe I just ordered the wrong thing, except for that cinnamon roll. Man, that cinnamon roll was excellent. Definitely the highlight of the meal today for me. And I would honestly come back again just for that. I'd grab a drink. I like my Aperol Spritz. I'd grab an Aperol Spritz, get that cinnamon roll, and call that a meal. Although I still wish bottomless mimosas. Summer House, if you're watching, and I know that you are, we need some bottomless mimosas here. Imagine sipping on a bottomless mimosa out on the back porch overlooking the lake, the Disney Springs hot air balloons, Saratoga Springs. Oh, that would just be beautiful. I want to thank some Patreon subscribers before we head out for the morning. Michael, Emily, Mulligan, Lindsay, Ashley, Misty, Paul, Lisa, Barbara, Angela, Dustin and Nancy, John Paul, Leah, Tracy, Armando, the Latham Thomas family, Adam and Jen, Wayne, Carol, Karis, Marie, Dante, Shelby, Danielle, Marcel, Erica, Linda, Mike, Christina, Brittany, the Calcanes family, Chelsea, Pickle, Travis, Catherine, Ethan, Tori, Ann, and Steven. Thank you guys so much as always. Make sure you guys check out my lunch and dinner vlogs here that I filmed at Summer House. I don't think you'll be disappointed in that meal. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to do another brunch soon. Let me know where else I should go for brunch, because I've only been to a couple so far. So far, Boathouse is my favorite food-wise. But yeah, let me know where else I should go. Bye.